like to say a few words at this occasion. I'm not a speaker. In fact, this is the first time I ever faced an audience. And so excuse when I make a little mistake here and there. I started Blue Note in 1939, and I think we laid a good foundation for the new company that took us over, and I wish the president and his assistant the very, very best and for the future. Already they have discovered some fantastic artists, the guitar I heard tonight and the saxophone player out of this world. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And at this time I would pay tribute to the people that have helped me making this company what it is today. My dear friend Francis Wolf, who joined me in 1940 and stayed with me till 1969 or 68. He was responsible for a lot of good happenings at Blue Note. And then there was Ike Quebec, well-known tenor saxophonist, who guided me through the years from one type of music into the other. And he was a very dear friend of mine. And I'm sorry to say that he can't be here tonight. He's not with us anymore. And then, of course, there was Rudy van Gelder, who did all the recordings for us for 25 years. And he created what is known all over the world as the Blue Note sound. Yes. And then, of course, we were very lucky to get hold of one of the most fascinating artists, Reid. He made close to 900 covers. He designed the covers and used the photographs that Mr. Wolf took through the years and worked them into his designs. And they were so good 25 years ago that the company today is bringing out the records in its original form, because the music and the covers and the recording, everything stands up today. But now the biggest lion's share goes to the musicians. They have put this company on its feet and made it as big as it was and it still is. We discovered a lot of fantastic artists like Thelonious Monk and Bud Powell, and I don't want to go through all the names because the list is just too long. You see them all. They're all listed in here, and they are known all over the world. And one more thing I like to say before I go. In the late 40s, I joined Art Blakey and the Messengers as one of his little messengers. He sent me out to preach the good gospel of jazz all over the world, which I did for him for 30 years, and I hope he was satisfied. And here's my wife, Ruth Lyon, a beautiful wife. We have married for 30 years very happily, and she helped me enormously with publicity and, different things, handling of the artists partly and here and there, and very, very helpful for me all through the years. And there's one more thing I like to say. This hall is very familiar to me because in 1942, I gave my first jazz concert here. We had some of the most fabulous musicians from the old days, Sidney Bechet and Sidney LaParis and Rick Dickinson and Arto de San Piano. Anyhow, we had a beautiful band, and we sold out the hall. And I have good memories about this place. And I feel very much at home tonight with the musicians, which are my friends, and with the audience, who is so appreciated to the jazz.
Thank you very much. It's an honor for me also to be here with Alfred and to be here with you, jazz fans. I'd like to say thank you, a great big thank you to the gentlemen who are responsible for this historic night of jazz. Mr. Bruce Lunville, Mr. Stephen Reid, and Mr. Michael Cuscuna. They're three great cats, and I want to say thank you very, very much to them. And to Capital EMI for making this legendary evening for jazz possible. Thank you.
As hard as it is to get Alfred out of California after 17 years, a man who's still very active, but it's equally as hard to get him 20 minutes across the bridge into Manhattan, and he's still the master. Rudy Van Gelder.
I'd just like to thank Alfred Lyon for giving me the chance to be part of the original Blue Note team. It took a lot of years for me to get it right, Alfred. I'm still trying, but your patience and your optimism really made it happen. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
I'd like to say, Alfred, that if I'd have known 30 years ago that this label was going to take off, I might have charged a little more for all his album covers.
We'll continue in about 2 or 3 minutes. I'd like to present somebody that is among the performers here tonight who is not playing, but it was someone that was so very special to Blue Note and so very special to jazz, and has been, well, I guess like too many people, tragically underrated. But I'd like you to give him a round of applause and bring him out, Hank Mobley.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, sometimes you can't get in contact with people in time, but they got in contact with me to come here and listen to all the greats from Blue Note. I was telling Lou Donaldson, I say, I think you're the oldest person who plays saxophone with Blue Note. And I thought it was me, but Lou Donaldson got it. Thank you.